Hey, welcome back everyone. Here's what we're gonna do. I got a box of quarters. This is my second box of quarters. I am gonna go through this box of quarters, look for silver, look for all the things you would normally look for. I want 2009s, I guess I want 2010s, 11s, and 12s too, since there weren't as many of those from what I can tell. But that's just more interesting. Anyway, I'll set those aside and take a look at them eventually at the end. I want 2019 Ws. I've never found one of those. But what I'm wondering is how long does it take to triage a box of quarters? And if it's not clear, what I mean by that is get this box open, get the rolls open, and get the quarters separated out into a way that they'll be easier to search, figure out. So all of your standard quarters, your with the eagles on the back and with the bicentennials, all those in one pile. All of your state quarters in another pile. All of your America the Beautiful quarters in another pile. Separate it out so that after the fact you can go through and do a quick look for the stuff you're looking for, the right error quarters and the state quarters, those W's in the 2019s if you got them. And of course, any silvers or anything you find along the way. So I'm going to do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to film it live, me opening this box and getting through these quarter rolls as fast as I can, and we'll take a look at how long it takes me to get those quarters separated out into those piles for further, manipulation. Okay, counter starts when I open this box. They are circulated, so that's good. Don't have time to look for enders, so let's go. Hey, what's going on? So I thought I'd just pop in here next to the time counter to let you know I'm going to be trying a lot harder to make better looking videos in the future. Videos where perhaps you don't see the horrible top of my head in bright lights coming down on the field of view, exposing you to the thinning scalp I didn't know I had. Yeah, editing these videos has been a lot of fun. So by the time I got to video 5, which will be coming up next, hopefully in a couple days, I realized that I needed to really pay a lot of attention to the camera angles, keep myself out of the angle as much as possible, wear the hat. Yeah, and I'm not really going to move this box. This is blocking most of what was bothering me while I was watching it. So I'll just sit here, we'll hang out. Yeah, watch the counter go. I wasn't able to get a counter that would speed up at the same speed that I was speeding the video clips. I don't know Adobe Premiere well enough to do that. So I just made up this version. Hopefully it'll work for you. I'm pointing this way. This is where the counter is. This is where the coin counting is happening. It's terrible. This is where the counter is. This is where the coin counting is happening. So, yes. We're going to take a break here coming up in a minute, and then we're going to do this again for even longer. But I'll come back to keep you company during that too. All right, we're going to pause the timer for 1 second. We need more space on this table. I just don't have it. So I'm going to bring this bin in, and I'm going to start throwing all the older quarters in this bin just to get us some space. We'll start the timer again as soon as I get back to these. And we'll do that as needed. All right, we're speeding it up again. We're going to get through this. And there is a cool find at the end. So, at least one. There's a couple things, but I make some mistakes in this video. Maybe you've caught them already. I think I've actually made some kind of a blunder in the things I've said in every video I've made so far. In this one, I make a mistake in the number of 2009 quarters. But I only just realized that there were 6 2009 quarters and not 5 2009 quarters. That year, they did an extra quarter. I don't know which one it is. I know it's the District of Columbia and then like protectorates. It's like Guam and Puerto Rico. It's places like that. I know in one of the $50 hunts I say, I know this isn't a proof, it's not silver. Well, I have since found proof coins that aren't silver. Like, now that I've seen them, I know what they are. So this whole thing's a process, and I hope I'm getting better at it. I'm learning more about coins. I'm gonna try to start making better videos that look and sound better, and are gonna have some varying content. Although we're gonna keep doing quarter and $half searches. That's gonna be like bread and butter of the channel. I'm gonna add some bill searches for star notes. I'm doing a thing called Friends of Sorts. Actually, it has already started, but there won't be a video for a while. That's a whole different thing. Like, I'm a coin star. You'll see. I'll make a whole thing about it. It's going to be fun. And then I'm going to make some other videos that aren't about coins, that are just about other kinds of treasures, because I really want this channel to be about treasure hunting. The thing I put up on the screen all the time says treasure everywhere, and it's true. I was so surprised to find that, like, money that's just passing through my hands every day, if you just stop and look at it, you can find such interesting things. You can find these errors in the coins, different mint marks, or silver sometimes. The cash it goes through, you know, you can get star notes. There's all that, but then there's just like the treasure stuff that I've been doing for years, like vinyl collecting, vinyl records. You end up getting records that are worth a lot of money and very special and have unique properties or little things that are different than like the regular pressing. You can sell those online. I do a lot of reselling. I sell on eBay. I sell on a site called Discogs for Vinyl, and I've been doing this for more years than I want to admit. Let's say 30. Mostly online, but mail order before the internet. I'll talk a little bit about that. I've done storage auctions. My dad's a prospector, so I've staked mining claims in Nevada. I've gone on prospecting trips with him. He wrote a book about it. All of this is coming in the channel. But for now, we're looking at these coins. Here in a minute, we'll be done, and we can take a look at my results on this second quarter search. And then hopefully, from here on out, I'm not going to have to pop onto the screen and explain why I've got a big black box blocking my ugly head. We'll see. If I were a gambling man, and I am, I would gamble on me screwing up again in the future. That's it. That is it. They're all separated. $500 box of quarters. Separated out, triaged. So now I can start the process of going through these things and seeing if I actually got any treasure, which is what I'm going for after all. All right. I'll come back with the results. All right, hey everybody. Here is what I found in terms of America the Beautiful quarters in this last box, in the triage box. So as you can see, I've got it laid out by year, basically. These are the 2010s, 11s, 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s, 18s, 19s. There's something cool right there. We'll get to that. One thing I noticed, and I'm not surprised at all, there's a whole lot of more recent coins in one of these boxes. A lot less down here, and it makes sense because from what I understand, in 2010 and 2011, they did not make very many coins, quarters or any coins, I believe, but certainly quarters as compared to later years. In 2012, they made about twice as many, but you know, I actually figured I would have found about twice as many coins from 2012, and I did, I guess, if you include this Denali coin. Can you see it? There's quite a few of those there, so that kind of makes it about twice as many. But you know, I'm gonna start holding on to the I think these 3 years of coins just to see if that makes sense in the long run to do, since there's so much less of them out there than these, obviously. And you know, if you have an opinion on that, let me know in the comments, because maybe that's not the smartest thing to do, but I think if I'm finding this few in a box, that it might be telling me something. So I didn't get this coin, and I haven't looked up what it is. I only got 4 of what I believe are the 5 2010s, and no 2009s, because those are state quarters, and we'll get to those. I know for a fact I have some of those also. Over here, these are the 2019s. I believe there's a 5th one that I haven't seen yet, but you know, gotta check them out. Oh, yeah, well, you saw it here first. That's for your enjoyment. Okay. But here's the thing. I'm so excited, I'm shaking the table. Finally, I have found a legit W coin. Can you see it? Give me some focus there, my friend. Can you see it? W. A West Point 2019. Oh. A West Point 2019 San Antonio mission coin. So I've got at least one coin out of this box so far that I'm going to hold on to. So I'm not completely skunked. Even though I did not find any silver yet. I've been through pretty much everything. So anyway, I'll clean up this mess and I'll come back with the states. Okay, so I didn't stack them up like the America's a Beautiful quarters, but I did manage to get at least one of each of all the state quarters, including the 2009s. So, yeah, I'm going to put everything together and come back and show you what I got. Okay, here's the final tally. So, it was a pretty close to even split. These are America the Beautiful quarters. These are state quarters. These are just the old quarters after they stopped making them silver and up until they started making the state quarters. Of this entire box, which took me over an hour to triage, I actually don't think the way I did it was the best way to do it. I'm going to have to try another way. But of this entire box, I'm keeping 14 of the America the Beautiful quarters because they're 2010, 2011s. And they didn't make, at least from what I could tell, they didn't make as many of these. So I'm going to start holding on to the 2010, 2011s. I'm keeping 9 of the state quarters because they're 2009s. Same deal. Didn't make quite as many. And, you know, yeah, anyway, I'm just going to start. That's just my thing. I'm going to start keeping 2009s through 2011s. And these two, this one I'm keeping simply because, I don't know, it looks really good to me. It's a 1997, but of all of these quarters, it was like the best condition. It looked a little different. I don't know if there's something special about this quarter, but it jumped out at me, so I kept it. Yeah, I don't know. Do they do like, I mean, can you see, does it look any different? I don't know. Proof-like? I don't think so. Whatever. This one, though, was the only, like, legitimate score in the box. It's a 2019 San Antonio W. I think I already showed it. Regardless, that I'm definitely keeping because I'm keeping all the W's I can find. So, not terribly exciting, but we're done. We're moving on. And, yeah. Please like and subscribe. Keep coming back. I'm going to do a lot more stuff. I've got a lot more videos coming. They won't all be coins, but a lot of them will be coins. All right. Thanks a lot. Talk to you next time.